YouTube's in-feed video ads, formerly known as TrueView Discovery, can be a great way for advertisers to build brand awareness. This video format sends users to the video watch page, not your website. So in this video, we're going to show you which campaign objectives can be used to create in-feed ads, some strategies we like to use for in-feed ads, and how your ads could look in the wild. I first want to talk about where in-feed ads can appear. And this first example is on the YouTube app. If you're scrolling on the home feed, like you can see in this example right here, we stop on a video ad. This example is showing a video ad in between other organic videos, but if the masthead ad isn't appearing at the very top of the page, an ad could appear on the home feed at the very top. Google does warn if you are using any content targeting in the campaign, that will prevent your ad from appearing on the YouTube home feed. The next location where an in-feed video ad could appear is on the recommended or watch next feed. We can see I am on a video watch page, and right now an in-feed ad isn't showing. We're seeing a display ad instead, but your ad could appear at the top of the related videos on the watch page, or if the user is scrolling, it could appear between other related videos on the video watch page. I'm on desktop, so we get a better idea of where it could appear on that device, but on a mobile device, the recommended or watch next videos appear below the actual video. So again, that is a display ad, but your in-feed video ad could appear here. And yes, I know I can't spell, so let's try that again. Because the search results page is another location where your in-feed video ads could appear. It's a lot tougher for me to find examples. I used to have a bunch of them saved from old presentations when these were TrueView Discovery ads, and that was really the only ad format on a YouTube search results page. But now we see shopping ads. This is a display ad. This is a search ad because this account has search partners enabled. But if anyone is targeting an audience interested in nonstick cookware, maybe they're keyword targeting this as well, your in-feed video ad will look more like this display ad. We see there's a thumbnail here. We'll see this when we actually set up an in-feed ad. But instead of visiting the site, you would click on it to go to the video watch page. And it used to be pretty easy to get very specific, because to me, one of the benefits of in-feed video ads was that you could target just the YouTube search results. And that's really the only time I like to use actual keyword targeting for my YouTube ads. Other than that, I'm creating a custom audience segment, which those can be really specific for YouTube. And you can watch a video on custom audience segments right here. But things have changed. Now with the introduction of video action campaigns, we now have less control on where our video ads can appear if you are choosing specific campaign objectives. And to show you what I mean, let's hop into Google Ads. When you are creating a new campaign in Google Ads, Google will ask you what you want the campaign objective to be. The three main objectives for video action campaigns are sales, leads, and website traffic. I'm not going to get very deep into video action campaigns because I already created a video about video action campaigns. You could check that out here. But if you choose any one of these three, for now, I'm just going to choose website traffic. Move on to the next step. Of course, we want video. Hit continue. If we scroll down to networks, for any of the campaign objectives that are part of video action campaigns, you pretty much see like the no smoking sign. I am not allowed to update the networks for any video action campaign objective. So when I said one of the main benefits of in-feed ads was that you can target just the YouTube search results, that's not available anymore. It used to be. So if I go up and just grab a video URL, come back down, we'll skip all the targeting stuff for now, paste in a video for the ad. So then if I move down and highlight this section here, you see the only video ad format we get is a responsive video ad. So I can't specifically say I want just an in-feed ad, but in-feed ads are just one format that is part of a responsive video ad. If you want to learn more about responsive video ads, you could check out this video here. But my whole point is anything with a video action campaign that is a campaign objective of sales, leads, or website traffic, you cannot run just a pure in-feed only campaign. And you can still have an in-feed only campaign objective. And I'll show you that one. It'll be the last campaign objective we go over. Let me go back up. I'm going to edit. If we choose product and brand consideration, there's only one campaign type, but there are two different campaign subtypes. If you choose ad sequence, which you have a video of, you could check out here, that's only going to allow in-stream ads. But you can do in-feed ads when you choose influence consideration. Now, if we go down to networks again, I can't uncheck the YouTube videos option, but I can uncheck video partners on the display network. So it still keeps it just on YouTube, but still doesn't let me filter to just the YouTube search results. Let's look at a different campaign objective. Leave again, and let's look at brand awareness and reach. We'll choose video. We see that none of the options offer in-feed ads. App promotion is not going to count. Local store visits won't either. And then what we're going to see, which used to be my favorite campaign objective for in-feed ads, is creating a campaign without a goals guidance. Choose video, keep it as custom, because all the other subtypes would be in-stream only. So I'm going to click continue. I'm going to leave the name and bid strategy as is, but I'm going to change my budget type just so I can keep moving. And then if I open up the networks again, we see that the full customization really isn't there anymore. Now we can only uncheck video partners. So now you can see we really don't get as much control as we used to. It's just what we have to deal with now with the changes Google is making. So I'm going to skip over locations, language, some additional extensions. Here's where you would choose your targeting options. My favorite type of targeting option for an in-feed ad is manual placements. So let me go down and expand that. I'm just going to type in something about cooking. I could choose to do YouTube channels, choose whichever ones I want there, or I can handpick specific YouTube videos. And let me go back up and change it to cookware. There we go. I would select way more options than that, but it gives me some sort of targeting so I can move on. I'll just put in a bid. I'm going to go back up and grab a video URL again, drop it in there. And you see, when I create a campaign without a goals guidance, it lets me pick which type of video format I want to use. So I still want to keep it in just the in-feed video ad. So I'm going to pause this. I'm going to finish setting up the ad, and then we can go over the different previews and how it would look on both devices. So first, you're going to need a headline, which it can be up to 100 characters. I'm just going to pull the video title. There we see the preview updated. And then you can add in your first description, up to 35 characters, and then your second description line, also up to 35 characters. So looking at the preview, right now we're just on a YouTube Watch Next on mobile devices. There's the YouTube Home and how it could look within YouTube Search. If I switch over to desktop, there's how it could look in YouTube Search, up above in Watch Next. And the preview is something good to consider because it's showing me that my headline is cut off. So I may want to go back, shorten it, come up with something different if I want to make sure that the entire headline is always visible. Now I know all the examples I showed you in the very beginning of this video, a few of them I couldn't find a video example, so they were display ads sending users to the website. You see the little timer right here. As I mentioned before, in-feed ads will send users to a video watch page. You see there is no place for me to add in a URL. If you want to use in-feed ads to try to drive traffic to your website, then choose one of the video action campaigns and use a responsive video ad. But sometimes to me, there is a benefit of running in-feed only campaigns like this. To show you what I mean, I'm going to hop back to the YouTube watch page. Longer videos like this one, this example is over 5 minutes, probably aren't the best to be used for an in-stream ad. People go to YouTube to watch specific content. If your ad appears before or during the video they actually wanted to see, do you think they're actually going to stick around for 5 minutes? Most people aren't going to do that. That's why I like to use the shorter type of videos, commercial style, for my in-stream videos. Longer videos, like this one right here, are great for in-feed. If people are searching for specific topics, you could have a video that really speaks to what the user wants to watch. If it shows up as a recommended video off to the side, someone might be enticed to click on your video if your targeting is on point. So dedicated in-feed ads can be a really good way to get in front of a target audience if you're looking to promote your specific video content. You're looking to engage with users. Understanding that you're not sending them to your website, so conversions should not be your main focus. But look at what users can do when they're on a video watch page. Of course, they can watch the video. So that's one engagement action. They can like your videos. They could share your videos. They could save your video to a playlist. They can comment on the videos if the channel has that feature public. And they could subscribe to the YouTube channel. All of these actions are important because after a user clicks on your in-feed ad, you're going to be charged for that every time. But if the user goes on to watch other videos, likes your videos, shares your videos, add it to a playlist, subscribe to your channel, whatever, those additional actions are free. They are called earned actions. So if we head back up to Google Ads, I'm not going to save this campaign. I'm going to go into Audience Manager under your shared library. And then if we look at creating new audiences, we can create audiences off of YouTube user interactions. Now, if we look at how we want to segment the members in the audience, we can see that we can create audiences off of people who viewed certain videos as ads, if they subscribed to your channel, visited your channel page, like any video, added any video to a playlist, or shared any video from a channel. Those are all those additional earned actions that we just saw on a video watch page. So now you can start looking at creating remarketing campaigns to people who were really engaged with your video content, and then use the initial engagement audiences to drive users to conversions. If I cancel out of this, we have some examples of YouTube user audiences at the top here. You see it's listed by type, but we can use YouTube user audiences in search. Additional YouTube campaigns, maybe come back to them with an in-stream ad sending them back to your website. And even though it says Gmail, this means the discovery campaigns, which does include Gmail. We used to be able to use YouTube user audiences for display, but they took that away a couple years ago. So even if you have an initial goal of just getting people to watch your videos and engage with your brand, you don't have to stop there. Use that initial engagement to eventually get the user to convert, because you will pay for someone clicking on your in-feed ad every single time. So when I start a new in-feed campaign, I like to keep my targeting options specific. I showed you the placement example. Next on that list, I probably would create the custom segments to use based off of previous search history on Google and YouTube. See how those perform. If I'm not getting the reach I want, I'm not getting as many views that I want based on my targeting, that's when I'll look at expanding to wider options, maybe entire YouTube channels, maybe TV lineups, maybe in-market segments if it makes sense. Start very specific initially and then branch out and widen your reach if you think that you're capping out on performance with your current targeting options. But your targeting options may change depending on which video content you choose. There's always a lot of options to consider depending on how many ad groups you may need. And that is the current state of in-feed ads within Google. Over the past few years, it has been rolled into other video formats. Not a surprise, right? Look at what Google's doing with Performance Max. I can only guess as time goes on, I'm going to have to create another video on how we'll have less control over in-feed ads. But as of right now, I'm still going to use them to build engagement on important longer form videos that my client wants to promote, and use the interaction from my in-feed campaigns to build audiences for next step remarketing. If you have any other questions on how in-feed video ads could work, please let me know in the comments below.
Thanks for watching our video. If you found it useful, give us a thumbs up below.
We release a new video at least once a week, so if you want to see more from the Paid Media Pros channel, be sure to subscribe.